Yeah. We are here again, and we do it. We start by doing our Bible therapy, which is reading the Bible, and that's the book of Psalm. So I'll read the book of Psalm, and then we succeed in reading it up to 10 chapters, from chapter 1 to chapter 10. What we do after that is to wait for whoever has a question to ask about maybe about the topic of the day. You can see what the matter of the day is all about. And then we also give room for anybody who has a kind of idea to share with us. But we have to go to the Bible first and do our Bible therapy. Maybe about 10 minutes we should be through. We give room for whatever question we have to ask. Okay, let's go. Book of Psalm. Psalm chapter 1. It says, Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season, his leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves. We are doing Bible therapy for now. Please click the like, and let's get talking. You can ask me a question while I'm reading the Bible. I'm just reading the Bible both to while away time and at the same time read the Bible for the work the Bible does, which is Bible therapy. It does a lot of work. So as we read it, you will see the effect in your life to be a blessing to you. So, but as we go, please click the like, and then subscribe to the channel, and then make a comment about the topic of the day. You can see the topic there. I know you saw it before you came. So you can bring a comment about what you see there, or you ask a question. Ask me a question about what the topic is all about, and then I'll give you the answer. I'm in Nigeria, so I know what's going on here. Yes, I know what's going on here. That's what I just put on the screen there for you to see. So whatever you see there is just what has just happened yesterday. So we've just read Psalm chapter 1. Let's go to chapter 2. Bible therapy time section. While I read, you can ask the question. Okay. Yeah, Ima Subekti, thank you very much for coming on. I need your question, and I need you to like, and I need you to subscribe. So we're doing Bible therapy. The Bible is for everybody: Christian, Muslim, Hindus, pagan, atheist, whoever you are, idol worshiper, you can also benefit from this Bible therapy. Let's go to chapter 2. I'm waiting for your question while I read on. A question or a statement, what you want us to talk about. Chapter 2, Psalm chapter 2. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. I will declare the decree. The Lord has said unto me, Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Be wise now, therefore, you kings, be instructed, you judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry and yet perish from the way when his wrath is kindled by the little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. We just read this, Psalm chapter 2. I want to see more like. I see a lot of people, but I can't see the like. Let the like increase so more people will see what we want to talk about today. I'm doing Bible therapy now. I'm waiting for your questions. Please click the like, subscribe, click the like, make a comment on the topic of the day, ask a question. I'm in Nigeria, like as I said, and I'm ready to give you the answer of what is going on here in my country. A lot of things are happening, and we have to talk about it. But before then, I'm waiting for you to give me the question. You want to ask me anything about what's happening here, I'll give you the answer. And then you want us to talk about life generally, you can still bring up a topic and we'll look at it. You know, now we've read the book of Psalm chapter 1 and then Psalm chapter 2. Now we're going to Psalm chapter 3. I'm waiting for your question. Please like the video. Thank you. Psalm chapter 3. Say, Lord, how are they increased that trouble me? Many are they that rise up against me. Many there be which say of my soul, there is no help for him in God. Selah. But thou, Lord, art a shield for me, my glory, and the lifter up of my head. I cried unto the Lord with my voice, and he heard me out of his holy hill. Selah. I laid me down and slept. I awaked, for the Lord sustained me. I will not be afraid of thousands of people that have set themselves against me round about. Arise, O Lord, save me, O my God, for thou hast smitten all my enemies upon the cheekbone, thou hast broken the teeth of the ungodly. Salvation belongeth unto the Lord, thy blessing is upon thy people, Selah. That's Psalm chapter 3. Okay. Let's go to Psalm chapter 4. It said, Hear me when I call, O my God. Psalm chapter 4. Please click the like, click the like, click the like, give me the support, and then make a comment, ask a question. I'm waiting for your question while I read on, while we're going with the Bible therapy. We've read Psalm chapter 1, we've read Psalm chapter 2, we've read Psalm chapter 3, we are now in Psalm chapter 4. I'm waiting for your question. Ask me a question, any question about what's going on here in Nigeria, and I'll give you the answer. Chapter 4, say, Hear me when I call, O God of my righteousness. Thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Okay? Psalm chapter 4. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah. Now, I'm waiting for your question. Please click the like. Let's talk about what's happening. What I just put on the screen there is what you saw there. That's what is going on. But I can talk about it. You can ask me a question about it. Just make a statement, make a question, give a question on the screen. I want to see a question on the screen and I want to hear your own opinion about the matter. I want to hear what you have to say about it and what you want to know about it. Psalm chapter 4. He said, Hear me when I call, O God of my righteousness. Thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Have mercy upon me and hear my prayer. O ye sons of men, how long will ye turn my glory into shame? How long will ye love vanity and seek after leasing Selah? But know that the Lord has set apart him that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call unto him. Standing now and seeing not to commune with your own heart upon your bed, and be still, Selah, offer the sacrifice of righteousness and put your trust in the Lord. There be many that say, who will show us any goods? Lord, lift thou up the light countenance upon us. That was sadness in my heart more than in the time that their corn and their wine increased. I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, for thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety. Chapter 5. Give ear to my words, O Lord, consider my meditation, hearken unto the voice of my cry, my King and my God, for unto thee will I pray. My voice shalt thou hear in the morning, O Lord, in the morning will I direct my prayer unto thee, and will look up. For thou art not a God that art pleasure in wickedness, neither shall evil dwell with thee. The fool shall not stand in thy sight, thou hatest all workers of iniquity. Thou shalt destroy them that speak lies in the law, will abhor the bloody and deceitful man. But as for me, I will come into thy house in the multitude of thy mercy, and in thy fear will I worship toward thy holy temple. Lead me, O Lord, in thy righteousness because of my enemies. Make thy way straight before my face. For there is no faithfulness in your mouth. Their inward part is very wickedness. Their throat is an open sepulchre. They flatter with their tongue. Destroy thou them, O God. Let them fall by their own counsels. Cast them out in the multitude of their transgressions, for they have rebelled against thee. But let all those that put their trust in thee rejoice. Let them ever shout for joy, because thou defendest them. Let them also that love thy name be joyful in thee. For thou, Lord, will bless the righteous. With favor wilt thou compass him as with a shield. Yes, we have read up to Psalm chapter 5 now. And we're doing Bible therapy time. Please click the like and then ask me a question about the topic of the day. I could, and then I'll give a talk. I can't do any talk now until I finish reading 10 chapters of the scriptures before I will begin to say whatever I want to say. But before then, you can engage me by asking a question. I can pause the Bible therapy time, give an answer for a while before I continue the Bible therapy time. Okay. All right, let's go to Psalm chapter 6. Those of you that have liked, thank you very much for that. Please subscribe also. And I'm waiting for your questions. I can't see any question yet. I can't get any comment. I'm just seeing hi there. I want a question. I want somebody to comment on the topic. Or you can ask me any other question about what's going on here, and I'll give you the answer. Bible therapy time. Verse chapter 6, Psalm chapter 6. Yes. You can even ask me about the Bible I'm reading. I'm telling you that reading the Bible has power to break the yoke of evil, yoke of addiction, sin, bad character, things that ought not to be in your life. Even destroy anything that has to do with ungodliness. Any way you want to look at it, the Bible has a way of helping you. It can heal you. It can take away pain, sickness, diseases, so on and so forth. You can ask me questions. You can ask me, I could give you my own story about it, about my experience, about what the Bible reading like this has done in my life. It's a blessing. Okay, Psalm chapter 6. Let's go. O Lord, rebuke me not in thy anger, neither chasten me in thy hot displeasure. Have mercy upon me, O Lord, for I am weak, O Lord. Heal me, for my bones are vexed. My soul is also so vexed, but thou, Lord, how long? Return, O Lord, deliver my soul, O save me for thy mercy's sake, for in death there is no remembrance of thee, in the grave we shall give thee thanks. I am weary with my groaning. All the night make I my bed to sleep. I water my couch with my tears. My eye is consumed because of grief. It wasn't old because of all my enemies. Depart from me, all you workers of iniquity, for the Lord hath heard the voice of my weeping. The Lord hath heard my supplication, the Lord will receive my prayer. Let all my enemies be ashamed and subversed. Let them return and be ashamed suddenly. That's Psalm chapter 6. Click the like and ask me a question about the topic of the day. But now that I've not got any question about the topic of the day and I've not got any comment about it, nobody's saying anything about it, I'll keep on reading for a while till I get to chapter 10. When I get to chapter 10, and then I'll do my own talking. But before then, I'm waiting for you to ask questions and I'm ready to give you the answer. Peace. About what's going on in my country. Some things are happening here. Let's go Psalm chapter 7. Please click the like, let the like increase, and ask a question about the topic of the day. I'm waiting for your question. I'm reading the Bible at Bible Therapy, as also while away the time to wait for you. Ask me a question about the topic, and you can give your own comments about what you think about what I said on the topic of the day. Now we are in Psalm chapter 7. Let's go. Click the like, click the like. I want to see the like increase. I'm waiting for your comments. Okay, make a comment or ask a question, and I'll give you. Let's talk. But let's go to Psalm chapter 7. I'm waiting for you. Say, "O Lord my God, indeed do I put my trust. Save me from all them that persecute me, and deliver me. Lest they tear my soul like a lion, rend it to pieces, while there is none to deliver. O Lord my God, if I have done this, if there be iniquity in my hands, if I have rewarded evil unto him that was at peace with me, here deliver him that without cause is my enemy. Let the enemy persecute my soul and take it. Here let him tread down my life upon the earth and lay my honor in the dust cellar. Arise, O Lord, in thy anger, lift up thyself because of the rage of my enemies. And awake for me to the judgment that thou hast commanded. So shall the congregation of the people compass thee power for their sakes, therefore return thou on high. The Lord shall judge the people. Judge me, O Lord, according to my righteousness and according to my integrity that is in me. Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just. For the righteous God trieth their hearts and reigns. My defense is of God, which saveth the upright in heart. God judgeth the righteous, and God is angry with the wicked every day. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready. He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordained his arrows against the persecutors. Behold, he travelled with iniquity and hath conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehood. He made the pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. I will praise the Lord according to his righteousness, and will sing praise to the name of the Lord Most High. O Lord, our Lord, how excellent is thy name in all the earth, who has set thy glory above the heavens. Out of the mouth of babes, we are in Psalm chapter 8 now. We're into Bible therapy. Click the like. I'm not seeing the like increasing. Encourage me, show me some love. Click the like. So I could have a good audience today. The like will make a lot of audience, the audience to increase. We're going to talk about this topic, about this taking of lives of people, kidnapping people, and all these terrible terrors taking place in my country. And any other topic you have, you can bring it up. Or whatever comment you have, you can bring it up. Now look at chapter 8. Psalm chapter 8, Bible therapy time. In our Bible therapy time, we're looking at Psalm chapter 8. Okay, let's go. O Lord, our Lord, how excellent is thy name in all the earth, who has set thy glory above the heavens. Out of the mouth of babes and sucklings hast thou ordained strength because of thy enemies, that thou mightest steal the enemy and the avenger. When I consider thy heavens, the work of thy fingers, the moon and the stars, which thou hast ordained, what is man that thou art mindful of him, and the son of man that thou visitest him? For thou hast made him little lower than the angels, and hast crowned him with glory and honor. Thou madest him to have dominion over the works of thy hands. Thou hast put all things under his feet. all sheep and oxen, all the beasts of the field, the fowl of the air, and the fish of the sea, and whatsoever passeth through the paths of the seas. O Lord, our Lord, how excellent is thy name in all the earth. Okay. I'm still waiting for your question. Just ask me a question about what the topic of the day, and then you can also make a comment. If you are from Nigeria and you have information about what's going on there, you can say something. Anywhere you are in the world, you can say something. Okay, we are in Psalm chapter 9. It says, I will praise you, Lord, with my whole heart. I will show forth all thy marvelous works. I will be glad and rejoice in thee. I will sing praise to thy name, O thou most high. When my enemies are turned back, they shall fall and perish at thy presence. For thou hast maintained my right and my cause. Thou hast attested the throne, judging right. Thou hast rebuked the heathen. Thou hast destroyed the wicked. Thou hast put out their name forever and ever. O thou enemy, destruction shall come to a perpetual end, and thou hast destroyed cities. Their memorial is perished with them. But the Lord shall endure forever. He hath prepared his throne for judgment, and he shall judge the world in righteousness. He shall minister judgment to the people in uprightness. The Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in times of trouble. And they that know thy name will put their trust in thee, for thou, Lord, hast not forsaken them that seek thee. Sing praises to the Lord, which dwelleth in Zion, declare among the people his doings. When he maketh inquisition for blood, he remembered them. He forgetteth not the cry of the humble. Have mercy upon me, O Lord. Consider my trouble which I suffer of them that hate me. Thou that liftest me up from the gates of death, that I may shew forth all thy praise in the gates of the daughter of Zion. I will rejoice in thy salvation. The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made, in the net which they hid is their own foot taken. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is dead in the work of his own hands, and Selah. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. Arise, O Lord, let no man prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. Selah. That's Psalm chapter 9. Let's go to chapter 10. Why standest thou a powerful Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasted of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous whom the Lord hath borrowed. The wicked, all right. He seated in the lucky places of the villages, in the secret places of the more the innocent. His eyes are probably set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion is then. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. He crusheth and humbleth himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He has said in his heart, God hath forgotten. He hideth his face, he will never see it. Arise, O Lord, O God, lift up thy hand, forget not the humble. Wherefore doth the wicked contemn God? He has said in his heart, thou wilt not require it. Thou hast seen it, for thou beholdest mischief and spite to requite it with thy hands. The poor committed himself unto thee, thou art the helper of the fatherless. Break thou the arm of the wicked and the evil man, seek out his wickedness, did thou find none. The Lord is king forever and ever, the heathen are perished out of his land. Lord, thou hast heard the desire of the humble, thou wilt prepare their heart, thou wilt cause thine ear to hear, to judge the fatherless and the oppressed, that the mouth of the earth may no more oppress. Yeah. Okay, we've started reading the book of Psalm from chapter 1 to chapter 10 for this morning. Okay. So now, like I said, as I said, I'm waiting for questions. I'm waiting for I'm waiting for your questions. I'm waiting for your questions this morning. Ask a question about the topic of the day. Click the like. Yes. And ask a question about the topic of the day. Yes, ask the question about the topic of the day. So we could talk about it, you know. Um, a lot of things is happening in my country here in Nigeria. And you can see Donald Trump, the president of America, has always been assigned as the world police. Yes. Someone has got to call some presidents to order when they are not doing due diligence, when they are not doing their job. What's the needs and what's the use of the government if we've been getting mass killings? People have been, killed on daily basis, kidnappings here and there. Can you imagine the story there that a general of all people was kidnapped for a long time now? After that kidnapped for a long time, you know, I don't know if the government of the day did anything about it to see to how they could rescue him. But at the end of the day, he has been killed. And now again, yesterday, there was an attack on a military van. Imagine, for some people they call bandits and call some kind of funny name, to have the mind, the boldness to attack a military van that was carrying a lot of military men, attack the van, kill some of the military men, carry up, take away their equipment, even their motorbike. The bikes were taken away. They said they took away 17 bikes. So the 17 bikes were taken away. Imagine that. So in a country where you see the military becoming undercuts, becoming like disabled fellows who can do not more than dead rats. Huh? In such a country, what would you expect uh, to be done to such a country? I want you to say something and I want you to ask me a question about what you think about a country. Yesterday, somebody was asking a question about uh, how the country is. She asked a question, I don't know if it's a she or a he. Please, I want to see more like. I want to see the like increase. That's the way of. It doesn't take anything from you. When I go to watch live like this, I always like to click like to encourage the people who are doing the live. I just click the like. So click the like, let the like increase, and then subscribe to the channel, and then just make the system to be alive. The like, the subscription, and your comment is the life of the system. Let's look at what we have to talk about. Okay. Let's look at what we have to talk about for the day. Now, the president of America said they are coming to Nigeria to invade the terrorists and who are doing all these things here and there. And now our president is making a reply. First of all, he's saying that there is nothing like that. Such things are not happening in the country, and that he's also assuring the people that they are into diplomatic talks with the president of America, and then with maybe with other world leaders. You see, but the question here is that enough? Is that enough? A lot of news came up recently about the country. A lot of news came up about the military men of the country, being able to to begin to curtail the situation by, you know, fighting down the terrorists and genociders, you know. So, but the question here, that's why I say I want you to ask me all the questions because I may not be able to know which direction you want to know about, which aspect of the topic you want to know about. I may not be able to know which aspect of the topic you want to talk about. I may not be able to know. So now the question now is, when such things are happening in a country like this, what do you expect the world leaders to do about it? You expect the world leaders to just, turn a blind eye to what's going on, and act like nothing is happening? And then some people are saying that in Nigeria, if you're in Nigeria here, I would like you to say something, because some people are saying that we, some people are saying that they don't want any government leader from other country to come to help Nigeria and Nigerians out of the menace that we're experiencing now in our country. That the country, the leaders of the country should be able to take care of this situation. That was some days ago, weeks, or let's say almost a week or weeks ago, they were saying that. Well, as you can see, the terrorist guys are taking your place. Before they were running away from the military, but now they are coming to look for the military and hunt them down. And the military are not able to fight them. For a group of people to come together to fight the military, to look for the military and begin to hunt them down, hey, that's a declaration of war. Because the job of the military is to fight war. Their job is to fight war. Their job is to fight war. So if they are into the exchange of shooting with some groups of people, it simply means that they are fighting war. And they say when two elephants are fighting, it is the grass that suffers. The grass suffers when two elephants are fighting. The innocent grass, who knows nothing about their grievances, about their bone of contention, will suffer for nothing. So that's how the masses will suffer. When stray bullets begin to fly all over the place, it will suffer. Now you can see the story there. A brigadier general has been unalived on one hand, and the other hand, 25 girls have been kidnapped. On the other hand again, our soldier van has been attacked and many soldier men have been killed, and the equipments have been carted away. In a situation like this, should we still be saying that we don't need the intervention of foreign leaders to come and help us? What do you think? I want you to make a comment about it. Let's talk. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, we just read um, we just read the book of Psalm as a book of therapy. And I believe in the book of Psalm as a book of therapy. The book of Psalm has power. The book of the Bible has power in it. Yes, Jesus said, he said, ye are cleansed by the word. Say, ye are cleansed by the word which I have spoken unto thee. And when Jesus was praying, he also said, he said, Father, sanctify them through thy word. Thy word is truth. So when you go to some churches and then they say sanctification, and then they say sanctification. Sanctification. And they say sanctification. Sanctification is to cleanse something true and true. It means to make something to be very clean, to sanctify something, to make it very clean. So when Jesus said, Father, sanctify it through thy word is truth, it means the word of God has the power to sanctify you. It has the power to clean away whatever habits, bad habits, and a bad, character, who is saying this is me, your wife, okay? And then he say, I love you, okay? Are you talking to Enna Subeki, or who are you talking to? Emmanuel Shibu, Emmanuel, it's a Christian name, but Shibu, is Shibu a Christian name? Sounds like Muslim name. So maybe you are from that family where we have Christian father and Muslim mother. Like Shaibu, sounds like Shaibu in my ear or in my sight. So now, Emmanuel Shibu, who are you talking with? Okay, you are from India. That's why your name is Shibu, like Shiva, like all those gods and goddesses that are all over the place in India. I get it. Okay, now I want to ask you, Shibu. First of all, I don't know. Emmanuel is the name of a man, but Shibu is the name of a. I don't know what that is the name of Emmanuel, or the name of a woman. Maybe Emmanuel is your father's name. I don't know. Okay, are you a man or a woman? Emmanuel Shibu. Have you clicked the like? So first question I'm asking you. Oh, India. Come to India. Yes. I could go to India. I could go to anywhere. I'll go to India. I'll go to anywhere. But, okay. What do you mean? Okay, that means you are a woman. Okay, that means, okay. Okay, I got you. All right. So, but Emmanuel Shibu, everybody is welcome here. Whether you are a vampire, whether you are a wizard, whether you are a witch, whether you are in Nigeria, they call some people Babalawo, that is spiritualist or whatever you think you are welcome. Even when I'm reading the Bible, I'm reading it to everyone. It's a blessing to everyone. Yes, even though you are my enemy, no problem. Yes, okay, you are Dracula. You want to make me laugh? Okay, you are a Dracula. Mr. Dracula. Okay, I get it. Dracula. So what the Dracula we saw in the movie, there's a movie that's called Dracula. I hope you know that. That movie, came about long ago. Dracula. The Dracula we saw there was a vampire. one that drinks, that feed on humans and all that. So I hope it's not that kind of Dracula. Okay, okay, I like this. Okay, the Truth of God's Will Ministries. Okay, you are welcome. Yeah, you are welcome. The Truth of God's Will Ministries. You are welcome. Okay, this is. Are you Nigerian? Because I'm seeing the picture. I'm seeing there's a picture of a black person. Are you Nigerian? The Truth of God's Will Ministries. Are you Nigerian? If you're Nigerian, I want you to say something about what's going on in Nigeria. Let's talk. Do you want Trump to come and help us, Mr. Emmanuel and Truth of Gospel Ministry, and all of you? Have you liked this video? I'm not seeing the like increasing. I want to see the like increase more and more, and I want you to subscribe. The Truth of Gospel Ministries. What do you have to talk about today? People are still arguing if there is genocide in Nigeria, but the truth is, there is. I want to look for a way to coin this whole thing that's going on in the country. I want to look for a word to coin it, but I'm finding it difficult to just get a word to coin what's going on in the country, Nigeria. It's very difficult for me. I don't know what word I'm going to use. The word genocide is almost like is an understatement to what is going on here. That's understatement. What is going on in Nigeria is bigger than that, because genocide could just be targeting some group of people. But what is going on in Nigeria is not just a target of some group of people, but is about the taking over of the government. Yes, some few days ago, we heard that some people already, planned a coup. A coup was already up, and then they were about to assassinate the president of Nigeria. That's what we heard. You see, some people want to take over the government already. Nobody's coming out to say what they are trying to do or what they are looking for. Nobody's doing that. All we just see, some people just come from nowhere, attack people, attack military, kidnap people. And when they do this kidnap, they do it in a very powerful way. Imagine you're kidnapping 25 people in one operation. How can you kidnap 25 people in one operation? Doesn't that tell you that the situation is more than genocide? That's the point. So some people argue and say genocide is not the matter. That's not the truth. Trump is lying. Is he really lying? The man Ashimolowo, Pastor Ashimolowo, came up and talked about it, how he lived in the barrack. He lived in the barrack in Kaduna, Zaria. He also came from a Muslim family. He came up and talked about how Christians were targeted, even when he was not a Christian. He knew. He knew how there were a lot of attacks. Then, that was years ago, talking about something that is almost 40 years or 50 years ago, or more than, right? That was, and he said the situation has 5 heads. That's one head could be called genocide, another head could be called bandits, another head could be called those who kidnap us or just out to kidnap to make money. Another head could be called ritualists, people who keep people who cut off their body parts and use them for all sorts of things that we don't even know about. Yeah. Okay. the Truth of God's Ministry, what you say, I'm going to read it out for everyone to hear. You say, Tinubu is not good man. That's what you said. It's like Ruto, the difference between you and us. It is because Kenyans talk, you not always radical. We got Islamic groups, Somalia, it is Al-Shabaab, but Kenya reigns today. Oh, okay. Thank you very much for that. You can see what the conversation that my brother, or is he brother, sister? Okay, the pictures seem like the picture of a woman. Thank you for the information. Okay, he says sorry, sir, for the Christian killing. Oh yeah, yeah. The whole world is not happy about it. Okay, yes, of course. The whole world is not happy about it. Nigeria is turning to be the terrorist center of the world already. They already gave us a title of poverty center of the world. Now they are giving us another title of terrorist center of the world. And now you are called talking from outside Nigeria, and you're telling us that Tinubu is not a good man. You see? Nigerians, can you see this? Someone from outside Nigeria is telling us that our president is not a good man. I'm not the one who said it. An outsider that is not even a Nigerian is saying that. You see? So this is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. Now, my friend here says, the youth, arise, please. Let me tell you something, my friend. Do you know why it's difficult for the youth to arise in Nigeria? The kind of leaders we have here, they look like people who are worse than Draculas. The guy that came up and said he's a Dracula, that guy is even. He's trying to show he's powerful. He's trying to show how evil it could be, or so forth. But our leaders here are worse. They are worse than Draculas. Yes. Yeah. You're right. Those leaders, they are worse than Draculas. You know why? What never happened in any part of the world happened in Nigeria. If you've ever heard of the story of NSAS, there was a story of NSAS. Yes. Yes. There was a story of NSAS where the citizens, the masses came out, the youths came out, like you said, the youth should arise. They were risen before. They came out and went out to the streets, and then they protested against the policemen who are using, the opportunity of whatever they perceive that our youths are getting themselves into, taking advantage of it, to come onto the street to begin to extort the public. They just stop your vehicle. If you have a good vehicle, you're a suspect. You're not allowed to have a good vehicle in Nigeria. And when you come out with a good vehicle, they stop you on the street, and then they just begin to act like thieves and kidnappers. They stop you, they check your phone. No one is authorized to just pick up someone's phone and begin to check it. And then they bring up a POS machine there. They say, do a transfer for me, give me money. You say you don't have money in your pocket, they bring up POS machine from their pocket. They're like, look at POS machine is here. We need money. That's what the police was doing. You see how tough the corruption in Nigeria is? That's why I said that genocide is just one of so many heads. Just one. If a general, 5-star general, could be killed in Nigeria, who else will not be killed? Who else cannot be killed? That's the question. That's the question. Who else cannot be killed? So, I think that America should do something about it, because that would be difficult. At NSAS, protests, a lot of killings took place. They shot at protesters. They were running for their dear lives. They shot at protesters. A lot of people were rushed to the hospital. The hospital with hospitals in Lagos, the hospitals were filled with injured guys and girls. Imagine that. Imagine that. So, how do you expect such people to have the courage? Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, you said let USA in, sir. Trump is real king. Yeah, I did my video yesterday and some guys came and watched me. And then they were talking about it, they were asking me questions. They said I should talk about what's going on in Nigeria, and I talked about it. And before I knew it, the news came up that what I talked about was being talked about in the White House already yesterday. I thought I was just talking. Someone took what I said and went to Donald Trump. I thought it was a joke. From here, some people are here watching me. I don't know. They have access to Donald Trump. And yesterday, information came from Donald Trump that they are getting more information, both from me and from others. And they're going to do something about it. And my government here is like they think that Donald Trump is a joker. And you are saying that you say let USA in, sir. Trump is real king. That's what Putin told. That was what Putin said about Donald Trump. He said Donald Trump is a king. He said those wicked leaders are gonna come up one day, and then they will go on their knees. They will bow before Donald Trump. I prayed for Donald Trump to become a president. I personally prayed for him to become the president. Yes, because when Biden and the other guys took over presidency in America, the whole world went into a time of war. War broke out everywhere. The war that we're trying our best to see to how to stop became the normal of the day. It became the normal of the day. And then, please, the Truth of God's Will Ministries, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I would like to be seeing you among my subscribers. I would like to also check your channel too. I would like to subscribe to your channel. I would like us to have some other talk from time to time. Yes, I would like to have you again, and I would like you to get notification whenever I start to do my live or I post a video anytime. So that's it. Some people are still saying that they do not want Donald Trump to come to Nigeria, to invade Nigeria, because they say that Donald Trump will come for the resources, the mineral resources. And little do they forget that a lot of resources have been hijacked. A lot of the places where these resources are located, the gold, the diamond, the silver, the precious metals, rubies, and all sorts of diadems, those places have been invaded by these terrorists and they're taken over already. And now they are trying to extend their territorial invasion and hijacking to some other parts of Nigeria. Like as I was saying before, someone asked me a question and said that is Nigeria safe? As a matter of fact, the person said, is every part of Nigeria safe? That's what the person asked me. He said, is every part of Nigeria safe? Okay. But the answer I give to the person, I gave the person an answer of peace. Yes, because I've got to be sincere. I've got to talk truthfully. I've got to do things that are real. I read the Bible. When you go to the courts, you're made to swear with the Bible. So I read the Bible, I use the Bible, I do Bible therapy. I usually read 10 chapters of the Bible before I start any kind of conversation online when I'm on the live like this. Yes. So I usually start with the reading of the Bible. That's what I do. To tell you that I'm out to say the truth, nothing but the truth. Yeah, nothing but the truth. So whatever you hear me say is what I know about, is what I'm sure about, is what I've heard about. That's it. I don't come up here and then I just try to play a game and act as though I was uh, I was paid to tell lies. I'm not paid to tell any kind of lies. It's what is going on that I'm saying. All these things I've just talked about, you'll hear about, you'll see them very soon all over the place in YouTube, even in TikTok, even in Facebook, Instagram, and whatever. You'll see these talks there very soon. Just watch out. So that's it. Okay. I'm going to take a little break. I'm not going to go away. I'll be here for a while. I'll be here for a while now. I'll be waiting for your questions or your comments. Okay? Those in Nigeria, I want you to say something about what's going on here. Those outside Nigeria, I want you to say something like my friend, the Truth of God's Will Ministries. Please, as you come, like the video. I want the like to increase more and more. Like the video and subscribe to my channel. Okay, okay. Subscribe to my channel. Okay. Yeah. Now, the person who asked me the question yesterday asked me, said, is every part of Nigeria safe? Is every part of Nigeria safe for everybody, especially for one to visit? That's the question I was asked. And then I gave my honest opinion about the state of the nation. I gave my honest opinion about the state of the nation. I made a person to understand that, every part of the nation cannot be safe, and then we will be hearing about this kind of terrible activities going on here. It's not possible. But I want to say it again. Every part of the country is not safe now. You just heard what I said. Some few days ago, some people cried out through the internet to the government of Nigeria that the bandits and the terrorists have come to take over their lands and their farms, so that the farming in Nigeria now is being taken over by these bandits. and that they are told to pay up to 25 million naira as tax. They are beginning to tax the farmers. So it's like there are two governments in Nigeria already. The government is there and terrorists are going to tax farmers that they have to pay 25 million. You know what's 25 million? How much they get from those farms? I'm not even sure if they get 1 million. And they say the farmers must pay 25 million. They begin to tax the farmers. These are brutal terrorists. They are not like the government that will want to maybe consider you when they want to tax you. They just tax you. Even if you can't pay the tax, you have to pay. Even if you have to go and borrow to pay, you have to pay. Even if you have to go just sell everything you have and just drop the money and at their feet, you just have to do it. That's how brutal they are. So such groups will not know what is called mercy. They will not know what is called pity. They will just do whatever they like because they feel whatever they are doing will make them happy. Then I asked the question. I asked the question yesterday and I'm going to ask it again. Do some people really feel happy when they make other people suffer? How does another man suffering make another man happy? How does it happen like that? I'm just thinking in my head. I want you to make a comment. Let's talk. Let's talk. Because I come up on the live here and then I say, let's just, enjoy ourselves and be happy. Let's just enjoy ourselves and be happy. Let's just enjoy ourselves and be happy. That's what I say. But how do you enjoy yourself and you're happy by making another man to suffer? Making other people to pass through pain? The reason why many nationalities all over the world do not subscribe to the idea of just executing people for their crime, hanging people for their crime, killing people for their crime, all these things. The reason why people don't like that, that people should be executed, just hang them, just shoot them to death, just do these things. Like one soldier man was telling me, old soldier, he was talking about someone who was really becoming a problem in the area, causing problem, attacking people with cutlass, cutting people. He said such people should be flushed off. Just flush them off. Flush them off like human excrement. Flush them off. That's what he said. That was his opinion. But people don't really like that because they believe that such people will one day repent. So they don't want you to flush them off. They say they will repent. They'll repent. So some of them come up and say they repented. And then the government welcome them with open hands and then call them repentant criminals, repentant terrorists, repentant bandits, repentant kidnappers, repentant ritualists, repentant this, repentant that. Someone who is smoking himself to stupor, or someone who is drinking himself into drunkenness, such people, I don't think are supposed to be seen as criminals because They only became addicted to what they are doing, and then they find pleasure in what they are doing when they drink. Even the Bible says, give strong drink to the one that is ready to die. That's what the Bible says. Even the Bible said, take a little wine for your stomach's sake. And even Jesus said, there is not what goes into the mouth of a man that will make the man a sinner, but it's that which comes out of his mouth that will make the man a sinner. That's what Jesus said. Well, you know, people who make laws, most times they want to confuse us, to make us believe if a person is caught with some marijuana and some India hymns and all these things, that person deserve to be punished, like as when a man is caught killing somebody. That's how they confuse us. But you know, a man who takes another man's life cannot be compared to a man who is just taking something for his own pleasure. It's like someone who is a womanizer, who just goes about looking for women to sleep with them. Are you gonna call that person a criminal just because he's married to a wife in the house, and then he goes outside to look for another woman to sleep with her? Are you gonna call that person a criminal? Or are you gonna compare the wrong deed because it's a wrong act? And I believe that it's not every wrong act that's supposed to be seen as a crime. I don't just believe it's not just me who is believing it. It's nature that says so. Because life has a way of making people to find pleasure in some things that they like for themselves, or they find out for themselves, or they discover for themselves. Life has a way of doing that. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for a break and I'll be back.